What's good, YouTube? Um, so Chris, um, let me repeat that. Let me repeat that back. It came up. So Aquarius about yeah, Aquarius about the prophecy, and I just wanted to talk about the Lakers loss last night. Um, I- I've been said that from the beginning. I like this Lakers team is just not that good. I mean, with AD, I mean, you would think that AD would rally the troops and you know do it without LeBron, right? Because if LeBron James would have missed any of these games in the finals or in the playoffs, that can swing the whole momentum around. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron James can't afford to miss any games in these playoffs because we already know now like what the Lakers showed me tonight or what the Lakers showed me yesterday was that without LeBron James on the floor, they're nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like five they're a below 500 team, right? Because you would expect AD to rally the troops and do it himself. Like AD can show LeBron James like I don't need you. I can do it myself when you injured such and such. But he was a no show. Now I'm not that type of person that believes that some player will turn it on when it counts or some player will just unleash in the playoffs. Anthony Davis has been this way since he was in Kentucky. Well, actually, not in Kentucky, but yeah, Kentucky. And, obviously when he was with the Pelicans. But obviously, when he was with the Pelicans, he was putting up video game numbers, but he was obviously getting bounced out the first round. You know what I'm saying? Um, he just doesn't have that alpha. He just doesn't have that alpha or that dog in him. It's just that's just him. That's just his personality. That's just the way he is, and you can't change that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have all the talks to Shaq and to Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Like he can have like a talk to Akeem Olajuwon, but he just doesn't have that in him. Most people do. Most people don't. That's just how it is. And tonight it showed me how important LeBron James is to this Heat team. I mean, to this Lakers team. Now, obviously, when LeBron James is on the court, like they'll still lose some games while he's on the court because obviously he can't go the length like he once was. You know what I'm saying? Like if LeBron James was hypothetically, 27 years old, you know what I'm saying? I would get it because he was much younger, right? Like, but he can't do it the way he did it now because he's getting older. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he can't, but the mileage and all that stuff, it gets to you when you reach that, point. But I mean, losing to the Rockets is no big deal. They already clinched the number one seed. So there was no need to, be all shocked and all and, just like there was no need. I mean, Rockets didn't have Russell Westbrook neither. And you see how different the Rockets play without Westbrook too. Now if the Rockets can keep this up, I think that's the only way they can obviously, you know, play. Because the Rockets, the James Harden plays so well when he doesn't have another superstar on the team. Kind of like the Allen Iverson type, where he doesn't necessarily have any help, but he's just going out there scoring 50, scoring 40 at will. You know what I'm saying? But when when Russell Westbrook is on the court, the whole dynamic changes because Westbrook is not a great shooter. He's a high volume shooter. You know what I'm saying? He's been this way since his USC, I mean his UCLA days, right? When he was with the Thunder, when they drafted him, he's always been a high volume shooter. You know what I'm saying? That was one of his weaknesses going into that draft. That when he was drafted, you know, he's a high volume shooter. He's a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, you know, I mean, there's nobody that can stop him. But you know, I think he just uses his athleticism so much that we rarely see the 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 damage that he doesn't do when he's shooting. Because he could go 9 for 24 from deep. You know what I'm saying? Like his shooting percentage was always, you know, up and down, you know what I'm saying? Like never consistent. You know, that's why I say the three greatest, well, not the greatest, but currently the three best shooters is Curry, Clay, James, and Damian Leonard. That's just my, you know, top four shooting players in the league right now. Shooting wise, from deep, I mean, shooting threes or just field goal percentage, you know, but yeah, the Rockets play very well when Westbrook is not on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So if they can keep if if the Rockets can somehow, you know, go at the Lakers with that same lineup, I think that's gonna cause the Lakers a lot of problems, even when LeBron James is on the floor. You know? But you know, if LeBron James were to suffer another injury that had to sideline him, you know what I'm saying? That could change the whole dynamic of the game. So, you know, so right now, they're just playing for seedings right now. You know, I mean, players that's already got like players that is already locked up don't necessarily need to try. You know what I'm saying? Because they got everything locked up, so there's no need to, you know, you know, obviously put effort into it. You know, they're just getting rested and ready for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Now, teams that's fighting for playoff position, like the Nets, like the Kings, like the Magic, you know what I'm saying? Like the Pelicans, the Blazers, those are teams that's fighting the Grizzlies. Those are teams that's fighting for playoff, you know, seedings. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like you can expect the Lakers to lose two in a row or three in a row. Doesn't even necessarily matter. You know, so same for, you know, the Clippers. Like the Clippers are trying to get that number two seed because they don't want to fall all the way to number five. You know what I'm saying? So for them, it's important to win their games. You know what I'm saying? So they can catch the Lakers. I believe they can. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they like 10 games and a half behind the Lakers. You know, so I think they can catch up with them if they can just consistently win, like go on a winning streak, just like the Suns are doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of the Suns too, the Suns are playing for playoff position. So they're doing pretty good. You know, they won like three straight already. So you know, I think they can probably grab that eighth seed or that seventh seed. Who knows? But comment, like, subscribe. If you're new to my channel, hit that notification button. And tell me, you know, how do you see the NBA playoffs shaping out? Or how do you see the NBA playing? How do you see the NBA playoffs folding? You know, who will win? Who will be in the finals? Will see? Will we see a Lakers and Clippers in the Western Conference Finals? Yeah. So next time, take care of yourself and each other.